Everyone keeps saying Aaron has changed.
See?
And I thought he had too.
Conflict. I'm very confused right now. Is this supposed to be like her imagining a future?
Could be that he's always been like this inside.
Can you believe there are really enough people outside the walls to fill up such a gigantic city?
Try not to talk about the walls in front of the general public, Connie.
This is in the present, right? Are they like trying to disguise themselves? Because I guess...
If you think about it, this is sort of a return to the Scouts' original mission.
Is this supposed to be like a flashback or something?
Stay near me, Aaron. We have no idea what to expect. You're safest at my side. You alright?
This is weird seeing Aaron.
Guys, stick with the group. Especially you, Aaron.
Be right there.
Oh, that's right, Sasha.
Like that.
I want to try it!
I told them not to draw attention.
They stick out, but they won't look like Iron
that's
Devils
sad,
if they're
man.
acting like...
How many people wouldn't have died?
Eldians in the internment zones usually can't get it.
Yeah.
The outside world's massive, but they don't want us to be part of it.
We didn't recognize it at the time.
Oh! I'm properly stupid. So this did happen. This is remembering when they crossed the sea. I was sitting there thinking like, you know, they just followed Aaron. You know the original, at the start of the season when they're like, they follow him and they get there and then they like try to stop him. They'd already been there before. That makes so much sense. Like they were in disguise then.
Thief! Well, look at that. Another enemy immigrant.
Don't
I say we smash his hands. That ought to stop him from picking pockets. We can't allow the riffraff to run around stealing from our customers. On top of that, this kid could be a subject of...
Oh! Do they like see how like horrible the outside world can be and then leave? I mean that's why like then Aaron goes back or something and is that what happens?
Here. Hey! What do you think you're doing?
He owes his big sister an apology for this little prank.
They're protecting them.
It's a family thing!
Come on, man. Yes.
Yeah!
You think we're stupid?
Run for it.
Oh. He's got the money again. Stole Levi's money. And look at Aaron, he's just so flat. And he's void of
You
emotion.
had to go through that. I'm sure you can see how difficult it will be to convince the world to engage with the people of Parody on friendly terms.
Maybe that's why, like, Aaron realizes that there's no talking to these people. Like, they're so far gone that the only way to protect his family is to do it the violent way. Maybe that's what he realizes. Like, that it's just going to end badly if they try and, like, converse with these people.
This Subject of Ymir Protection Group will be debuting at the International Forum tomorrow.
You've come to make it known that the people of Parody wish to coexist in peace.
Yes.
But that's not going to happen.
Rest assured,
At least not
the
until next
Osmond
season.
Ito clan will happily aid you in pursuing said goal.
Dude, he's crying. Because he knows there's only one way. Is that because of his future, like, is that because of what he can see? Like,
I need to ask you why you care for me as much as you do.
yeah. And we've got this whole plot line is she protecting because she wants to, or is she protecting because of her bloodline, or like how does, you know where I'm coming from? You know what I see? You know what I see when I see Aaron? I see a damaged, broken, scarred, traumatized individual, right? That's what I see. Someone who's been through so freaking much and can't seem to escape his past, you know, like, and his thoughts and all those things, and it's just led him down the wrong path, the path of, like, what's not necessary. The problem is I'm sitting here having faith in him constantly, like second chance. That shouldn't be allowed. You should always be able to like forgive people, and you should always be. You shouldn't be like horrible. You should be merciful. But there comes a point when someone just isn't a good character, and I feel like we're getting to that point where I need to be realistic and look at Aaron and try and decipher whether there is even a possible motive when everything he's done is okay. You know, when he arrived on Mali and just demolished that many innocent people, when you demolish the building, how many innocent lives, like, that kind of thing, man.
Mikasa, what am I to you?
She's blushing. I wonder if she blames herself for not being more, like, emotional.
You're my family.
What the hell do you think you're doing, you maniac? You stupid moron!
He just needed, I think they just needed to, like, imagine he had that love there before, you know? I wouldn't be surprised if Eren doesn't have an endgame. You know, this is his endgame, if that makes sense. Like, this is his final stand, and if he thinks he's gonna die, he thinks he's gonna die.
It is the island devils alone who pose a true threat to humanity.
Oh, gosh almighty. And I think surely they start to realise there's no hope. Like, even them. Well, see, off goes Eren, he just walks out.
That was the day when Eren truly left us. By the next time we saw him,
There we go, so now we're up to
it was
date.
too late. When he asked me that question,
If she had said something else, that's what I was
if I'd
just
given
thinking,
him a
man.
different answer, would we still be in this situation right now?
So Eren basically was exposed to enough to realise or to think to himself that there was no hope. Just because of the views of the minority, he thought there was only one way to protect people, and that was to basically get rid of them. Should we get more motive, man?
Everything happened as I willed it. Everything begins here.
Tyrant.
There's only one way to break the cycle of violence.
That's the thing I don't understand. Like, Zeke's plan is messed up, but it's not this messed up. Like, Zeke's plan was to basically let them live peacefully to die, but without being able to have children. At least they live their lives, you know where I'm coming from. Obviously, it's basically to stop the cycle, stop this other side from reproducing, so there's only one side, one set of views, da-da-da-da-da-da. That was his plan. Eren's plan was like the same thing, but so much more extreme. He was so adamant to, like, disagree. Like, when he was talking to Zeke, he's like, you think I'd agree to this, da-da-da-da. You finally see a flash of Eren again, you're like, oh my god, he does still care, blah, 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 which I still think he does. But then crack, boom, smash, you know, it starts again.
You all fought hard to protect me. It's enough that you tried. I mean it.
We've barely seen her this season, you know, it's mental.
Maybe it is enough for you, but not for me. I'll trample into the ground, the whole outside world, and every person in it. Men, women, children, every last one.
That isn't the answer,
Oh my god.
But when I'm done, we'll finally be able to break free of the cycle we've been trapped in for 2,000 years. A long history.
But
of hate,
would you live with yourself, mate?
buried
Would you
in the
live with
ruins of
yourself?
civilization.
No, you would not.
I'll have no choice but to try and stop you. Because if I don't,
She tries to stop him.
I'll have to live with the world's blood on my hands. And I can't.
I'll make you forget you ever knew it was coming.
How could I, though?
I know you can.
Oh my
Worst
god.
girl who ever lived.
Our studies do indicate the Ackerman bloodline carries some odd quirks.
Oh, so he was asking
This
about
theory
Mixer.
that she's reflexively guarding her host.
I don't know if
To be
I...
honest, it seems a little far-fetched to me.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
I think it's far simpler than you're making it out.
Love.
She doesn't slaughter titans out of some inborn compulsion to keep you alive. She does it because she adores you.
Loves him. And he's just lost that, hasn't he? Eren! Holy shoot, man, you psycho! That is sickening. Oh my gosh. Do I have to wait now for a whole nother bloody how long for another season? To try and stop Eren.
Here, today.
You're gonna be
Off the coast of
slammed.
Marley.
You know how many Titans there are? Run for your life, my friend. Run for your life. Not gonna work. There's too many. And Eren's smart as well. You have to remember, he's not stupid. Oh my god. Oh! So this is the city that they knew was going to get trampled, right? That they, like, sort of had to take a free hit on. Look at them all run. Should have done that well before, man. Where's Eren? He's there, him right there. Ooh!
The attack Titan!
Bro, Eren's literally doing exactly what created him.
Kill them all.
This is exactly what created him.
Every last one.
Look at him, man. It's disgusting.
The world will fall.
Yeah, guys, long story short, I was just looking to see if I like had seen the last episode of the season. I think that is it until next year, August, September, October. It's not too far away. I think the season came out in January, so like, well, episode 1 did, so that's like, what, only have like 4 or 5 months, so it's not ages away. It's not like going to be ages till I see you guys again. If I'm honest, I don't know where to start with that episode. Like, that was just shocking. Aaron's just gone through with his plan. He's reached Marley. He's trampling it. He looks disgusting. He looks horrible. He's angry. He's violent. We find out his plan is like he's lost hope. He lost hope in humanity, didn't he? He lost hope, and he thought the only way to protect his loved ones was to, well, basically extinguish the other light. They're gonna all die. And I think the whole point is like you're supposed to see this atrocity, and it's like boom, Aaron's just murdered all these people. Where do we go from here? I was kind of confused, to be honest, of where the season would end. And it was, I have to say, kind of an anticlimactic for us not to see Aaron, not to see the sort of destruction, or not to see at least the confrontations, you know. I was sort of thinking, like, hoping the season would end that way, but instead we end it on this cliffhanger, which means chances are Aaron's going to be, like, this depicted villain for the most of the next part as well. I don't know how many parts they're going to do, man. Is it going to be the final part? They say this is the final season, but like it's making so much bloody money. Like, why would you end it? If that makes any sense. Oh, good, obviously to preserve the story and stuff and the quality, but I'm just a bit confused as to where to go, and I don't really know what to think. But yeah, anyway, guys, I think I'm actually going to wrap this video up really, really short, only because I want to do a video sort of wrapping up this season and what I think and what I want to do for the next season, sort of like before next season comes out, or maybe like a mini review, what to expect, what next. So I don't think I need to talk too much in this episode. One thing I will say, like I said, is I'm extremely excited to see the development of the characters still. And we saw a lot of Mikasa in this reaction and how her view on it is changing, whether she still believes she loves Eren and all that nonsense. We see that Eren was still considering Mikasa, and it is all about them. It's not about him, it's about his family, his friends, and protecting his loved ones. And I'm so excited to see how that develops in the next few seasons, especially if his destruction causes the death of one of the people he loves. Like, I think that will be so conflicting for him. But anyway, I'm going to leave that there, guys. If you did enjoy this video, as ever, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for new content every single week. And as ever, don't forget to follow the Instagram, British the link is in the description below. And of course, that Instagram is where I update when I'm uploading. You'll see what's coming, when it's coming, more frequently on the Instagram, as it's where I do sort of update about the channel. So go give it a follow, guys. It's definitely worth it. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. As ever, this has been your boy, British Chat. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.
He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold an obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. Now leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet.